whatever ethereal form that Brian's in right now, if there's a way, he's rolling his eyes. Because Chris is going to read a poem. Kelly called me and asked me if I'd be willing to do this, and back in the day, a lot of people here know this. I used to beg the lizards to let me get up late at night, about 2 a.m. when the bar's about to close, let me do some poems. Haven't done it in a long time. I'm a little rusty. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not quite through all the stages of grief, so I tried all week to come up with something, and I didn't come up with much. I came up with a lot, nothing worth reading, but I do have one little poem here. I guess before I start, I just want to comment. I've known Brian for over 20 years now. It's hard to imagine. And many of the people I love the most in the world are all here today, and I have Brian to thank for a lot of that, because if he just hadn't happened to move in with John and Brian, or if Brian hadn't moved in with John and Bob right after college that summer in Indianapolis, I probably would have never met Brian. And then a lot of the people I know now through that are some of my closest friends in the world. And we've actually, I feel like we've gotten closer in more recent years than we ever did back in the day. And the few things I get right as a father, I think I owe Brian. Thanks for that. He's been kind of my role model as a father. But music, of course, has always been a big part of his life. I have no musical ability, as people can attest. But I've always appreciated the musicians that I've been blessed to have in my life. So this song I came up with, or this poem that I wrote, it's pretty brief, and I'll, of course, read Rumi, because you guys would expect nothing less from me after this, and I couldn't quite finish. This poem I've written is, it's not quite done. I think I still have processing to do before I get to the end of it, but it's called Baseline. I took the day off work today to sit at home alone, listening to Dark Side of the Moon and rereading the online obituary of my friend. Looking at the pictures and videos on his memorial Facebook wall, I would marvel at how that's even possible with today's technology, but I'm not in the mood to marvel today. The bells and whistles of 21st century life are just cacophony without a steady, solid baseline. And then I felt like I couldn't leave it off there, so I scanned through a book of Rumi here and just thought this kind of takes it a little bit farther on. This is called Where Everything is Music. Don't worry about saving these songs, and if one of our instruments breaks, it doesn't matter. We have fallen into the place where everything is music. The strumming and the flute notes rise into the atmosphere, and even if the whole world's harp should burn up, there will still be hidden instruments playing. So the candle flickers and goes out. We have a piece of flint and a spark. This singing art is sea foam. The graceful movements come from a pearl, somewhere on the ocean floor. Poems reach up like spindrift in the edge of driftwood along the beach wanting. They derive from a slow and powerful root that we can't see. Stop the words now. Open the window in the center of your chest and let the spirits fly in and out. Thanks.